Hello, everyone. I will be signing in ASL, and I have Bilal who would be signing in ISL. Okay. My name is Dr. Alim, and I want to congratulate you all for the International Week of the Deaf. We have been sharing so many awareness videos, so many. And all this information sharing has been really great. So today is the last presentation of the month. We've had three, and this is the last and the fourth one. So we will be talking about mental health, focusing on self-care, on how to take care of one's own self. See, in India, there are no ready interpreters to go to psychologists or go to therapists to have, ready interpreters or deaf person who's ready to communicate. So how do you think that, mental health is of extreme importance? So that's the topic that we're going to be discussing today. Especially after COVID happening, a lot of people has undergone immense stress, frustration on how to handle, their emotions, etc. So a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, who is also a deaf Indian from Bangalore, and is a psychologist herself, a graduate and a PhD from Gallaudet University, who's working as a professor at the Gallaudet University, teaching psychology, and herself is also a psychologist who meets a lot of clients, and she will be explaining about how to take care of one's own self. So I would welcome her. But before inviting, the name is Dr. Shilpa Hanumant. That's her sign. Yeah. And before we begin, I would want to have a poll. We have a question which will be coming up. Are you ready to share? Poll, not the PPT. Can you see me clearly? Yeah. Okay. So the question is, do you feel stressed, frustrated, and anxious? Anxious, yes or no? Yeah, go ahead and vote. Go ahead. Okay. So the results signify that 71% of people feel stressed. 71 percentage of people feel stressed, frustrated, and anxious or anxious. 9% said no, they don't. And 20% said maybe. So that is exactly why it's important to have today's session. And we will have the presenter who can tell about self-care, frustration, and how to reduce this, anxiety and frustration. We have a second poll as well. Can you bring up the second poll? Are you aware about self-care? Do you know what self-care is? Are you aware about it? If you can please vote. People who are aware about self-care can click on yes. People who don't know how self-care, what is self-care and don't know what it is, can say no.
पापा तो कहते हैं कि आप अपनी किस्मत खुद बनाते हो।
Okay, do we have results? 39% people said yes, they are aware. 31% don't know. 69% said yes, and 31% said they don't know. So I think it is the right time to have Shilpa to talk about, Dr. Shilpa to come and talk about self-care. So, ready? Do you require a PPT? Can you be sharing the PPT? Okay. Ready. Tushar, PPT, please. Okay. Hello, everyone. Bilal, while I'm signing faster, can you just like tell me where to slow down? Yeah, if I'm signing faster. Yeah, I would still request you to go slow. Sure. I'll try. Yeah. Okay. Firstly, I am really, really excited and humbled that I have been invited for this particular presentation. Thank you all for inviting me. Next slide, please. Before I talk about the topic, I would like to tell you who I am, a bit about my work. I work at the Gallaudet University, and I am a professor of psychology under various majors and courses that come under the umbrella of psychology, related to children, adults, all kinds of assessments, and what kind of therapy that is required. And I have studied that. Medicine, therapy. I mean, under the umbrella of psychology, also, there are so many things, like, and I have worked in that area. Someone who needs psychiatry, someone may need movement therapy, different kinds of therapies. So that's what we offer, and that's the area I work in. I am teaching students, and I'm also doing my private practice as a clinical psychologist. Great. Next slide. Okay, so my presentation, the topic is like what you can see on the screen. Firstly, I'm just going to be telling about what self-care really means. And then burnout, getting overly exhausted and tired, that's burnout. And then what are the resiliency factors? How can you get through it? What can help you get through it. And I will be covering these three particular topics in my presentation today. Next slide, please. Self-care, what does that mean? Like, this word has a lot of meanings, a lot of definitions, a whole arena of definitions. It's not like just a word. It has so much depth. And it is a very, very powerful word as well. And we don't really realize, what self-care is. But taking care of oneself is like, building a foundation for oneself, for a healthy living, and how one can be very healthy. So that requires a foundation, and that is self-care. If you can't take care of your own self, then you can't take care of your families and friends. Like, in the deaf community also, we try and take care of everyone. Can we do that? If you're feeling that, then you have to see a doctor. And I mean, sometimes we feel we don't really want to go to a doctor, and how I can take care of my own self, be it with the family, be it with, how do I take care? As you can see it in the picture, self-care, what can it can be? Like, for example, like, when, a lot of people are asking you for help and you're feeling too overwhelmed, that means that, how do you take care of your own self at that time? Just say no, that I can't do it, I'm feeling too pressurized. Maintain a distance. You don't have to feel guilty about saying yes to all the jobs. Remember, me first. I'll just summarize here. A lot of people might be asking you for help, like, please help me do this, please, do this for me, can you teach me this? You're helping everyone and you're having a burnout, you're saying yes to everyone. You have to learn to say no. Why? Because self-care is of utmost important. You have to protect your boundaries. Sometimes you can have a bad burnout because you're helping everyone. So saying no is self-care. Next slide. Now, I will be explaining you all these terms, what it means. Next slide. Burnout, a state of, you know, that means like, maybe, for example, you buy a new car and you're driving the car. It's an amazing car. Everything's working well. It's running well. You're, doing everything. You're picking up people. You're dropping people. You're filling the gas. And the car, the gas, you're filling it up every now and then. And eventually, the car has been running and running and running and running and running and running. And it's getting drained out. The car is becoming weak, right? That's burnout. All day the car is being driven, and then there's a burnout.
So we are doing the same work again and again on the daily basis, and we are then understanding how we can go ahead with the self care. It's the hard work and the struggle we are doing again and again, again and again. And then the situation comes, then you feel burnout. So yeah, this is the situation here. What it mean, the burnout here? While we look at this word, compassion fatigue, a lot of people, for them it would be a new word, right? So I will explain to you in detail here what compassion fatigue means over here. For example, like when you are putting your hand on, you see that, yeah, what could be the sign for compassion? Yeah, I mean, when you try to understand the other person's situation, yeah, that could be the sign. So, meaning for compassion fatigue could be, so like there is a person, this friend, family, and that person is asking your help again and again, and you are helping that person continuously. But that person, that person has a compassion fatigue, and that's how that thing transferred to you, and you started helping other people, and you are helping so much that the person has the fatigue. Likewise, you also have a fatigue. So this is called compassion fatigue. So let me just explain it in brief again. So when there are people, asking for your help, and you are trying your best to help them, you are helping them also again and again. And while they are getting their help, so that person is getting fatigued, and also from that person we get influenced. So that is called compassion fatigue. That person is being feeling fatigued, and also we are also feeling fatigued. So while we are helping other person, so we don't focus on ourselves. We don't focus on our self-care. We are helping other people and we forget about ourselves. Where is the self-care? We are neglecting our self-care. So this is a complex topic, and we will be still going ahead with one. I'll be explaining the second trauma. So secondary trauma, that something has happened with you in your past, and that is called trauma. For example, if it has happened with you in the past and you get the memory of it, how it could be different, things which are, how it could be different from the compassion fatigue and also trauma, how you can differentiate both of the things. Let me explain you here. So in compassion fatigue, you are helping people all the time, and then through their influence, you are getting fatigued too. And you want to help other people, you are thinking that, yeah, how we can help other person, and you're seeing that that person is trying their hard, right, and they're doing their best, and we understood it, yeah, that something similar happened to me also in the past. And then you realize that this is the same thing which were happening with you also in the past. So if there is a deaf person, and I'm also a deaf person, and both of us, I'm going to the work, and there are, whenever I'm going to the workplace, we are surrounded with the hearing people, and they feel discriminated most of the time. And some people, they ignore the deaf people's need, and that is my experience too. When we see that other person is facing the same thing which I have experienced, then people realize that, yeah, this is the same thing which I have experienced, now the other person is facing. So we don't feel supported, we don't feel good, we don't feel happy. So if it's happening with the other person, so we got to know that, yeah, that is something which has happened with me as well. Then we realize that when we saw that something is happening with other person, then we get our trauma, that what we have experienced in the past. So how we can, in this point, we will see that how the things which has happened to us also, how we can help the other person. The way we felt discriminated, they don't feel it. In the future, we can provide the thoughts and ideas to them, and then they can realize and they can remember that, yeah, through them. So while hearing and learning from the others' experience, we get to know that that is something has happened to us also in the past. So now, self-care, why it matters? Self-care is more important, it's an important thing. Self-care is very, very much important. So for you, everyone, when you think that, yeah, these are the points, and when you, reflect at yourself, when you understand that how we can do the self-care, you are not clear on this part, right? Everything comes ups and down, and this is a new thing and new topic, and you don't feel comfortable with it. For example, if you are feeling fatigue, you feel discriminated. So then you understand whether the self-care is important. Then you try and navigate through the positive path that you're supposed to follow. So this is burnout. Burnout consequences. What could be the consequences of the burnout? For example, you are having a new car and you are running it and it keeps moving smoothly, but at the end, while you are trying your best, you're trying your hard, at the end, what will happen? Your health, it will go, it will have a bad effects. You will feel sad, you might not able to sleep, you will not get the proper sleep. Maybe you will sleep for 2 to 3 hours and then you will wake up and you might feel fatigue all the time, you don't feel good, you might getting angry, and you feel short tempered. Maybe you are drinking and maybe you become a druggist, maybe you will blame other person for your fault. So that could be the situation that might happen to you. So if you are trying your hard and you are helping other people, that's how the consequences of the burnout comes. You might not able to sleep, you might have the health problems, you have dissatisfaction. These all of the things. You might and you might use more alcohol, so that could be the consequences of it. So for some people, they're like they feel that, yeah, we have helped a lot to other people and now they feel fatigue, so they need to stop at that time when they are feeling burnout. They need to have a distance from all of the things which are letting them to feel burnout. And if you're not feeling happy, you just stay away from that, all the messy things. If you're not feeling good, that's okay. While you are helping other people, that person might be succeeding inside, but everything comes, everything start with the self-care. If you are not feeling happy, if you are not feeling good, how you can help other people? So that's not the idea to help other people continuously, and while you are compromising on your self-care. So there would be other ways too how you can uh, take care of yourself too. So sometimes people feel they don't feel good, they feel sad and all. So it becomes difficult how to move away from one part to the another part. Sorry, I would like to see the interpreters are following me. Yes. Perfect. So Bilal just wanted to know if the ISL interpreters can understand my signs. Perfect. So now we will discuss. There are a lot of people who think that self-care, is it we have to do it once only, or is it a continuous thing? We have to do it on the regular basis. So a lot of people think that your self-care is what is does it mean actually for them? So just hold on, I'll just explain, I'll summarize the things. So, like when you are feeling stressed and you just want to get the time for yourself, you need to think about your self-care first. If your friends are thinking, oh, you are going on the another path, that would be a wrong thing. It's important to think about yourself first. If you are happy, then you can help other person. If you are not feeling good, then it would not be uh, helpful for you as well. You might be blaming other people, right? So that's how it will create the positive impact as well and the positive attitude too. So if you're thinking that self-care would need to be done at once only, that would help you for a lifetime, no, this is not thing. 1, 2, or 3 times, once in a week or once in a month, you need to work on yourself. You need to think. You have to do the self-reflection. You have to see whether you are feeling good, whether you are going on the right path. It's not the one-time thing. It's a continuous thing, and you need to work on it on the regular basis. Just to inform you, in 1 minute we will be switching the class. So now, when we are talking about the resiliency factors, what does it mean? So this is, I really love this color of this plant. I really love this plant. So how we can, I mean, when we are facing the challenge, how we can still move away from those things which are affecting us, how we can change all the negative things to positive things. So that's resiliency means here. So when we see that we have different ways. So for us, the resiliency sign would be this. This could be this sign, or how you can stay strong and still you are, answering to all the people when they are saying that you supposed to help them. So how you can find out the resiliency factors and how you can move ahead while you are facing the challenges. These three things we have here. Like for example, I'm being patient all the time, and so I'm trying to be patient. So I'm thinking that how I can recover from all the difficulties, from all the hard times, how I can recover from that time. So let me explain these 3 points. So how we can, if for a person, how they can go ahead and they can follow these resiliency factors in the situation, how you can connect with other people, how you can still stay connected with your colleagues, with your friends, with your family members, whether it's an individual situation or a social situation or in an organizational setup, how you can still feel connected and how you can support each other. So these three things, and for these three domains, we would be having the different ways. So now we would be switching the interpreters. Can we have supper? Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead. So now we would be discussing on all the three domains. The first one would be the individual resiliency, how we can go ahead with it. So from the first point, our lifestyle. For example, if I'm working, going here. I'm working full day and working for long hours, and I've taken the food and then I'm resting after that. Or maybe I'm taking tea or coffee. I'm taking a full mug. I'm trying that I need to take the coffee so that I can keep awake for the full day, Or, for example, I'm not getting better sleep and I'm eating things which might be not good for my health. I'm eating unnecessary things, or maybe I'm not enjoying, I'm not having any entertainment in my life, and I'm working for 24/7. So that is something that if I would like to learn something new, I don't feel that I need to learn something or I need to enjoy, I need to have the entertainment. You can do everything that is important, that is needed. For example, if you are thinking that, okay, for an hour, I would be taking the rest, I would be taking the coffee or anything, any beverage, or I would read for this time, then I would uh, see for my entertainment also, I will see I will watch the television, I would take a proper food, I will eat healthy food. So when we are following our timetable and we are doing all the work, we will meeting our friends and connecting with them, we feel good and we are doing our self-care, That means that you are balancing your life. You are going for the haircut, for grooming, right? And you want to do your personal grooming, you are meeting your friends, you're doing shopping and buying clothes for yourself. So all self-care, you are doing for yourself. So these are the examples which includes in individual resiliency. So now the second domain is social resiliency. So when we are seeing that, yeah, on personal level we are doing good. Now we are talking about the social resiliency. So if you would have the groups, if you would like to connect with each other, or for example, if you feel that you feel discriminated at one part, and when you are connecting with the person likewise, then you feel that, yeah, you see that, yeah, both of the both of them have the same situation and same experience. You listen to the other person, you hear their stories, and you feel likewise, right? Or maybe you feel that, yeah, like if you're going to at any worship place, any spiritual place, if you believe in that and you are meeting those people who believe in the spirituality and you're feeling connected with them, or if you have weekends and you're thinking that we will go and we will enjoy and we will explore the new places, or we're thinking no, that would not be good, we need to work. No, you should do the recreation. That's more important. So now we would be talking about the organizational resiliency. So for example, as per my experience earlier, when I feel that I'm alone and I'm a deaf person, I've been surrounded with the hearing people. So I was feeling isolated. So I have to work, and I will be working alone. And all the people are talking with each other, communicating with each other. So I was thinking whether I should look out for the another place, whether I could find the deaf colleagues also. So my boss, he told me that, yeah, there are other deaf persons who can join the organization. So then I feel good. I communicated with that deaf person. So that is called a social support for employees. For example, let me give you another example. All the hearing people, when they are progressing and they are working well, and a deaf person, if they are saying that I also want to do good, they feel underconfident in that situation when they are not getting this equal opportunities. But all the hearing people, they are getting better opportunities. So you need to ask them again and again that you need the equal treatment and you need the equal opportunity. Or if you have, if there is any group decisions, or if there is any workshop you are, so you need to say that, yeah, that I need to involve in that decision making group. And also, you have to provide me the interpreters. If they are saying no, we can't provide the interpreters, don't just keep numb. You have to ask them, and you have to ask for your rights. So now,
Manisha, let's switch.
okay,
So, at different organizations or societies, am I progressing? Sometimes having that question that am I progressing? So just keep doing, okay? Maybe you feel that no, I can't do this. I can't do this. This is not me. I'm gonna lose my job or I'm gonna lose my friends. So I'm not gonna go ahead. Just don't care. Take the first step. The first step is always hard. It's very difficult to take the first step. And once the first step is taken, then it's easier to walk. You feel comfortable walking. Then it gets better. And that's what you need. You need to stay positive. I know there are so many things. I'm going to just pick a few and read to you. How can I, really get through? Like, for example, I want to set boundaries first. Try saying no. I must sleep 8 hours. I must sleep 8 hours. I must take an off from work. And I must enjoy, and I must enjoy my work. I must love my work. Should I, if I'm loving the work, or should I, get another job, or something, is very, very stressful for me. Shilpa, for me, what I usually do is how I get through is I laugh, I like to laugh. That's what I usually do. When things get too serious, I like to lighten things up. I like to stay lively. That's my idea. And also, I practice breathing. I practice breathing and reconnecting with myself. A lot of people, we breathe every day, right? We're breathing, right? We're all breathing. But people don't really take time to just sit, take a minute, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That has so much power. Just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if you're doing this, that's all. You know, Morning, afternoon, night, whenever you want to. Just breathe. Sit, have some water, breathe. Connect with yourself. Just breathe. 5 times, 6 times, and you will feel a lot of it coming out of you. You'll feel lighter. And then you can focus and get back to your work. I mean, maybe going to the doctor, medication, maybe you don't need that. Maybe definitely you don't need that. Or just go for a walk for 15, 20 minutes. Or just drink water with lemon, whatever you want. See, for me, I like nail paint or etc. doing this, pampering myself. I like it. Maybe the other person may not like it. Maybe someone likes to play badminton. That's their thing. The other person may like yoga. That's their therapeutic. That's helping them. Or people have different styles of how things can really help them. The important thing is you realize what is helping you feel good. Just check that box. Next slide. See, as you see, 7 pillars of self-care, right? When I was saying self-care, this word is just not a small word. It has so much of power. It has such great power, and people don't realize how much power it holds. So it's very important that you take care of yourself first, and you have to have those, pillars, those foundations to, which are strongly built, and then you can run and keep doing. If these pillars are weak, then your foundation will also be weak. The first pillar is knowledge and health literacy. What does that mean? It means that I am eating right, I'm drinking right, I'm understanding things. You have to learn. If, for example, if COVID happens, what do I do? What is COVID? News people, and if I have to read about it, I have to learn, exchange information from people. That is what knowledge and health literacy is. Mental well-being. That means that how, these things are different for different. For example, I want to watch TV alone. I don't want, my husband or my children or my family to be there. I just want to watch TV alone. I just want to sit out and I feel content for an hour because I have been working all day. So I just want to watch TV by myself and just lie down. Yeah. Third one is physical activity. I just want to have like a walk for 2 kilometers, 2 miles walk, a 2 km walk. I want to take a walk every day. I must. So you can play badminton, you can play golf, whatever you like. Yeah. Number four is eat well. Eating junk or what kind of right eating is. Are you having enough vegetables, enough, the right kind of food that you need? Number five is risk avoidance. Taking away risk and, getting hurt again and again. You have to really know that I'll just try and go ahead one time and do this. Don't do it over and over again if it's hurting you too much. You have to really see that, what is worth your time and energy. Number six, good hygiene. Brush your teeth, wash your hair, take a good bath. Some people just don't feel like showering sometime. They would shower once and, in a week and start smelling. So just, keep taking care of yourself. The last one is rational use of products and services. Things that you need, you know. Self-care means that, things that you need. Or maybe ignoring the things that you actually need, but you're not getting them. Yeah. Okay. I think we are done. Can you just check if there's a next slide? Okay, we're done. So that just summarizes self-care. That is what self-care is. Yeah, thank you. Dr. Alim, can we spotlight it, please? I know it's 9 in the morning for me here, and I'm just trying to wake up and have my coffee. Okay. What's the time for you? It's 7:48. Okay. I hope I was clear. Thank you so much, Shilpa, for your presentation, Dr. Shilpa. I have one question for you before we bring in people to ask questions. So, about self-care, does it apply to both men and women? Yes or no? Yeah. It applies to all, no particular group. Self-care has to be for everyone. It's maybe women need more self-care than men, or men need more self-care than women. No, 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 nothing like that. Nothing like that. There's no imbalance. Both need self-care. Self-care is for self deciding that what kind of care I need. If I have had a burnout, you have to figure out, this is what I need, this is what I have to figure out. The important thing is, for example, my husband, I would tell him that I need a few things, and he'd be fine. Yeah, go ahead, he'd support that. Like, for example, and even if he needs a few things, I would let be, and I would support for that. If I want a few things but I'm just letting them go, that means I'm just going to be mad, I'm just going to be like angry at people, and I'm going to be having a burnout, and I'm going to be negative, and I don't want that. And of course he will start noticing that she's behaving wasted and would like try to uplift me. And I would just say that you're not letting me work enough, just take a break. Support each other. It's important that you support each other. Most important thing is judging. That self-care, someone's just thinking about themselves, the other person's not doing it. No judging. Just keep the judgment aside. Wait, thank you. The important thing is communicating with people. Yeah. Okay. So we are ready for questions. People can raise their hands. Okay. So I've had an issue before, and it's been difficult, like expressing. For I had S, a person has STD, and it was very difficult to have a communication with teachers. I was quite stressful and frustrating. And then I got really frustrated and angry about the society, and my BP got really racing. So yeah, because of a lot of money wise, etc. And then I moved my state, and I started becoming better. The studies were better, and I started progressing again. And if I go back, like thinking about, what happened in the past, and then I started studying again and started picking up. So just wanted to let you know. I'm a little bit, I'll try and understand here. So your question means you had STD? Okay, the teachers. Okay, 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 okay. Shilpa, I'll just explain. STD school, the school. It's a school. So he's saying that he had exams, some tests, school tests, while he was stressed for 12th, that he had to go back to 12th. And he was really stressed about the family and all that. So, how, I don't know about the question, but yeah, he was just explaining the situation of how you can get that kind of, from stress that he has. Your question is more of how do I pass because of the pressure of society, and you have to pass your tests and you have to pass your exams. Is that what your stress is? Yeah. Let me tell you that everyone has, this anxiety that comes from others, and that I must pass, that there's pressure. That means that if you're feeling anxious, like you need to develop, you know that I can't focus like this. You need to know that you can't focus like this. You have to, like, go out, go have a coffee, go to a coffee place, go to a friend's house, in four walls, just breathe, study alone, or just with friends, study with friends, someone you have, someone who can talk to you. And all these, things that are making you nervous, just just tell them that it's not helping me. You have to really figure out that how you know the best about yourself. Maybe go out, play, go for a walk, eat. You have to take care of your schedule. Yeah. You have to really know what works best for you, and things that are working for you, things that are not working for you, just keep going, keep going till you feel better, better and better. Okay. And yeah, I know you will pass. Just stay positive. I know I will pass. I will pass. Really, it's about, thinking from more of a positive approach than a pessimistic approach. Yeah. I know I've tried to do that. I've tried to stay positive, just stay alone, and I have passed. So yeah, it has really grown. So right, that. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Sapan, do you want Bilal to translate? Yeah. Bilal, can you come back, please? It's time to switch. Okay, thank you. I mean, it's not my problem, but for others, I'm telling, be it family, etc. And so to solve their, issues with deaf people, be it like, oralism, speech challenges, all these discriminations, which we understand. So if a deaf person themselves, like, they have some anger issues, etc., I just want to, are you want to just inform, or do you have a question?
So we switch.
Okay.
So, for example, if a person is sharing his or her problem with me, and I'm asking that just take a glass of water and take a deep breath, walk, but that person is keep being negative all the time, and they are seeing on the social media a lot of times. And so we have 7 points, like what the 7 points you told us, whether we need to follow that or we would have another options too. So I'll just clarify her question. For example, if I am, mm, I feel that yeah, I have been surrounded with negative people and all. I would like to maybe see the YouTube, and that is something that I'm enjoying that thing. But I may feel addicted. I may get addicted to it. So that means enjoyment, entertainment, or whether I have to focus those 7 pointers which you have shared. Just I mean gaining knowledge. The 7 points which you have just shared, so your PPT. So whether we have to do the exercise and all of the things, or we can, I mean, go ahead and choose our own way to entertain ourselves, or I mean, whether it would be a right thing or a wrong thing. Okay, it's a good question. You have asked. Wow, that's too great. So, like you have the 7 pointers which we have shared of with you all. That is the foundation. So first thing, you need to take a break. That's okay if you are taking break from all of the negativity, and you need to think, oh, okay, right now I don't remember what was the 7 things which I have mentioned. But for me, if I think that yeah, I need to do more, I need to take a more break, I need to do the other things also. If I'm eating healthy food, that's fine. So, everyone has their own choices. It would not be similar for everyone. It's your personal choice. Whether you would like to, I mean, see and watch the social media pages and anything. So, no, it should be a strong foundation of everything. But yeah, what is entertaining you at that same time, that's okay. So, if one thing is, if you're learning a lot of the things, and you're understanding how you can have a better health, if it uh, helping you to keep happy, that's okay. That's more important. If you are surfing on internet and you're feeling good, so you need to see that yeah, whether you feel good with it, and you feel that yeah, now I have, maybe you can give it 3 hours or 4 hours. That's all you have to manage yourself. Okay, so I hope that's clear. So for example, if you are have the different foundation, like just to inform the information, but yeah, people will still have their own choice. For example, some people are doing less, they are exercising less, and some people, they are thinking about their self-care. That's more important, what keeps you happy. And you that's self-care. If you are just ignoring that fact, that's the wrong thing. You need to keep a balance in your life. So whatever, if you're surfing on the internet, if that, I mean, from the optimistic to it becoming pessimistic, then you need to change to the other things. One important thing here, like if you feel like that was wrong and that was right or wrong, nothing is wrong or right. Nothing. It's your own time. It's your personal choice. It's your way, whatever you're deciding. Self care is important. You're feeling happy. That's okay. That's fine. So, for example, Dr. Alim's reasons for happiness rational could be different from other person. But other person will be saying you're wrong. You're surfing on the internet for a long time. No, that's nothing wrong or right in that. one other thing I would like to ask. For example, there are different people, and they are telling me their stories and their problems. So after listening to them, later on, I think, for example, my sign name is this. So they think that you are not, that I'm not helping them, And they told me that I told them that I have heard your story, but still, you need to ask your family. For example, if we have a flower, right? Okay. So if we see any flower and can we put dust on the flower, on a good flower, right? No. We need to see that, yeah, we need to, water the plant with the clean water. We can't put any dirty water on the plant. So that's how we should not look for the support from all the people. You need to clean the things. Likewise, when you are pouring the clean water in the plant, that's how you also need to work on yourself and rather expecting support or help from other people. So, Bilal Singh, it's quite confusing. For example, I would like to summarize it. For example, if other people sharing their things with me and I am listening to them, and then they are saying that I'm not helping them. So that could be a situation that what I'm supposed to do in that situation. Or the other thing, for example, if I'm helping other person and that person is feeling depressed, dissatisfied. So if you're seeing the water, that plant is not in a right position, you can't, pour water again and again. So that's an important thing, that what you are supposed to do. So thank you for the another good question. For example, when you think that I think it need to be decided by yourself, whether you would like to help other person, whether you would like to help that person again and again. If you have that capacity to help other person, maybe you are feeling that fatigue that you have helped that person a lot. For example, you are providing that idea again and again, but that person is not changing. What's your So you're not wrong at any part, If you're providing all the solutions, then you need to keep the distance with that person, because you're feeling fatigued while you are providing all the ideas, and that person is not changing. So it's more important to think about yourself first. It's okay if you are listening to stories, but if you're telling you things again and again, you need to balance that thing. If you think that the person is not getting and not understanding from your point, so the most important thing, for example, there are a lot of people and you are helping them, you're providing the uh, ideas and your own thoughts, but you are working so hard, and that person, your health might be degrade. So if the other person is not changing, it's better to take a step back, because you need to take care of yourself as well. So, if you're feeling fatigue, that the thing you, yeah, realize that you need to stop at that time. So, your health will get deteriorated. So, you need to think over it. Okay, it's clear. Thank you. Yeah, I think there are most of the people who would like to ask you. Two, three, okay, one question only. One question only. Yeah. Okay. So I have a question. Like, I'm staying at my home. I'm playing games and I'm doing exercise also. But still, I'm connecting with my friends also. But I'm not feeling good. My mental health is not good. I'm studying. I'm playing games. I'm attending the sessions. I'm doing everything. But still, I don't feel that my mental health is good. I still feel the negativity. How I stop that thing? So my mental health, I feel that I am not in a good position. Still, I'm doing all of the things. How that can be cured? First of all, waving hands for you, for self-reflecting. Like, you are doing all of the things that is not helping you. So you have found that thing. Great. applauding for your question. So you need to change that. Okay, I need to change. Yes, you need to change. You need to change that thing. If all other things are not happening, if you're doing the things again and again, the same thing. So if you have the friend, if I mean, you need to change yourself first. If you think that you are getting the negativity from your friends, you need to take a step back and take up the another part. Read the book, go outside, and in your outer area, if that is good, you need to move at other place. If you're feeling negative at one place and you're still staying there, that's not gonna help you. So I hope you understood, right? Yes, I understood that you need to see that what will interest us, right? Yes. For example, around 11, I sleep around 11 p.m. and I wake up at the 4 a.m. Whether it will help me to have a good health. For example, I'm sleeping late and waking up early morning around 4 a.m. That is good. Okay, so just hold on. Remember the thing that what is more important. The good thing is how many hours you are sleeping. For example, I sleep 8.5 hours. I sleep in the afternoon also. Eight and a half hours. I thought, oh, 3 hours. No, no, no. That was in ISL. So yeah, it was 8 hours. Yes. Okay. So that's fine. That's okay if you are sleeping half of the time in the afternoon, but 8 hours is good. But I still think about a lot of things. Sorry, we have a lot of questions. We can't take more. Okay, okay, thank you. Just hold on, just hold on. If people are sleeping at 11 p.m. and they are waking up early in the morning, they're sleeping for 5 hours. No, don't do that. You need to sleep for 8 hours. You need to do the balance. Okay, it's better to sleep and take 8 hours sleep at once. I hope that would be last question. So my name is Kajal. The point is important. I've seen a lot of people, male or female, they feel so much pressurized. I feel very sad, and I'm helping all of the people. For example, whenever I understand that, yeah, I also feel fatigued and weak at times. Some, and there are, the females who are suiciding, and there are males, they have problems and they are feeling pressurized, and they then started having alcohol and all. How we can change that situation? They are not listening to me. So when I am explaining other person, that person is understanding. And if doctor is advising you, you should stop taking alcohol. But that person, how we can change their mindset when they are getting the health advice from doctors also? First of all, I would like to know what exactly you work. I mean, I don't know your work profile, but one thing, I think in a workshop, you need to provide the workshop, or maybe a simple thing you can do, not in the detailed one, the basic one you can do it. I mean, I would like to ask you maybe that people, or the people, they might have the different opinions. Okay, I would not know what's their opinion. So if you can, tell me that what doctor has shared with them. So you need to collect the data from all the people. What's their opinion? What's their background? Some people, they don't know what is self care. Some people might know about it. So you need to research on it. Discuss on it. So the other, we can discuss on it in the other workshop. For example, if it is happening with you, if you're getting influence from them, something is happening with you, yeah, we can provide some ideas to you. But you can conduct any workshop with all the people, like what the problem they have, and you can do it with the women's group, and maybe with with male group, and you can see it would not be possible to have both of the groups together. They might feel shame and shy to discuss and share their thoughts in front of other people. So maybe you can have a woman close group and also the male group, and you can have a workshop. You can try connect with the people, how they feel, right? What could be better, and then you can discuss and share things with them in detail. So I mean, you can tell them what could be the ways how they can feel happy. So it would be important, even if you're seeing that there are a lot of people who are sharing their thoughts with you, it's better to conduct a workshop, separate workshop for male and females. You know, they are sharing their things with that could be a possibility that you might see problems, you might collect the data for them. Some people might have the education problems, some people might have family problems. So you need to conduct the workshop for the specific things. Some people, you know, they are focusing on the education, so you need to manage that and you need to balance this thing. Yeah. So in the workshop, if we are setting workshop, that's good. I mean, they are learning, but they are, I mean, going ahead with the background, and they are losing on their lives. You know, they are still taking the alcohol and all. I'm not. Then they are still not getting after attending the workshop too. They're still taking the wrong path. So that could be a possibility. You know, they don't feel. I mean, that they're thinking that all things are similar and they are getting it again and again. So that's more. You know, you need to have the creative ideas, creative thoughts. The support group, you can be connected with the support group, and that's how you need to have the meeting with other people, or maybe if one person, maybe you can have a mentor for them. You know, you can have the mentor and they can explain to the things. For example, they could have siblings, they can check on them on the daily basis whether they are feeling good or not. In India, it's a, you know, big country and people are coming from all other places. So whether if someone can come from other countries can help you out. If you will have any challenges, you will get through it, and you have to think about the ideas. So you need to think what way you can choose to explain them. Okay, I will try my best. Thank you. Can we spotlight, please? Yes. So what was the question? Uh, what you said? Mohit. Mohit is raising his hands. His hand. Can you spotlight Mohit? Okay. Yes, Mohit. Hello. Hello, everyone. So I have a question. So my father is working in a MNC. So on the daily basis, uh, he told me that you need to. He has a business. He told me that you need to work with me. So I don't want to work with him, but you know what I do at. I ask him that I need to go with him, but I need to learn all the things, the tech part and all of the things. But I don't feel interested in it. I don't feel good. But I'm still doing it. But uh, inside me, I don't feel good. You know, I ask my father to take rest, and if I'm doing anything wrong, I mean, sometimes get mad at me, or sometimes he just let me do my things. What I can do in that situation? Can you explain the last part again? What part? You told me that that you don't feel like to get involved in your family business and all. Yeah, after that, what you said. So my father has his own business, and I am working along with him, but I don't feel good. I don't want to work there. I would like to do the another job. I'm not interested to do the family business. But my father is saying that after after him, I have to handle the business. But my father is saying, no, you have to work with us, do the family business, you have to do it for lifetime. But I don't feel good. But all family members, they are asking me to work with him. How I can solve this situation? But I have to, connect. I have to work with them. Oh, that's a tough question, very hard question. I know in India, like people when they have their own business, so some children they would like to have their parents' happiness also, and they would like to go ahead with their personal choices as well. I think in my perspective, you I mean I can give you a rough idea here. If I have a job, I like I would like to do the another thing, but I am involved in family business. I'm not feeling happy with that. That's okay. I understood. Maybe you would like to go for the another job. You can do the part time. You can also support your family, and also you can. And likewise, if your family is saying no, you have to work. If they're denying you for your job, so maybe you can ask them why they are denying you for taking up the another job. Why I have to give my full time in business, in family business only. You need to question them. Maybe they are thinking about that the business may they could be a failure in the business, or you need to self reflect. You need to talk to them. You need to talk to your family members. Don't worry. I will still manage. I can do that. I will still help you. I will still support you. That's okay. But I have my own job also. I have my personal choices. I would like to see what I can do. Maybe I can switch to my family business again if I don't feel comfortable in that job. So you need to provide that uh, positive era to them, While if you're feeling positive, then you need to think about, be as optimistic, and you have to discuss with them. Try to be happy, and when their parents will see that, yeah, you are happy while working in your job also. If you're feeling stressed and negative all the time, then you might be facing the same things. So just to clarify for you, just to summarize it. For example, if you're feeling stressed and they're saying, no, you have to do your family business and all, you have to work with us, and you are not feeling good with it. You want to take up the another work. That's okay. You can do part time, you can do your part time work, and you can also balance your family business as well. So while you are getting, your earnings, and your family might see that, yeah, you are doing both of the things together and doing good as well.
Okay, Manisha, switch. So, probably just get positivity from your other job and then give it back to your family. And this positive reaffirmation, can definitely help you get better. So, and the third thing is you can ask them, that why do I have to work? If I'm already feeling stressed here, I have. Maybe, just have a longer discussion. If the communication, I'm sure there are communication challenges, then maybe like I suggest that get an interpreter for a day. Just have a discussion and get an interpreter and get clarity of information with them. I did ask them earlier that, I'm not really interested. I'm interested in working with children, but they said no. Why are you doing private job? They will fire you and etc. We will give you everything. Even my parents are old, we can give you work. But I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. Yeah, why do you want to become a teacher and lose something that you can have? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you can just stay positive and remember to take care of yourself. Thanks. I know we can just take one last question. I know the time is running out. One last question. Hi. I think he's using his phone, Mayank. Yeah. Hi. I'm here. Okay. You can see me, right? So in school, in hostel, like when we're staying in a hostel and you're staying in hostel, and they're teaching you, different things. And once the education's done, you're moving out and coming back home. And I'm just feeling, I'm not feeling like I'm growing at home. And there are, you know, so much of, with deaf people, it was feeling very positive. However, just feeling too stressed and pressurized and unhappy, you know. So I want to grow, and these are the two things I want to ask. Like, I want to see how leaders are growing, and I also want to reach that state of happiness. And I definitely need self-care. How do I do it? What do I do in that kind of a situation? Yeah, feeling too dull. In the dormitory, I was like interested, discussing with deaf people. There was growth, there was teaching, there was learning there. But now at home, it's very different. So how do I resolve that? And once I'm back home, I'm just unaware of the surroundings, and I don't know about anything. They don't really understand what being a deaf person means and how do I go out of the house. And it's quite stressful, and there's no happiness. So I need a solution for that. Yeah, yeah, I know it is a very, very big question. It's a big, big question. I'll just clarify. So you were happy at the school, and now that you're back home, you're not feeling too happy. Yes, yes, exactly. It's the same in the US. It's the same in the US. So many like deaf people when they're alone at home. And when there's time for school, they're just socializing and they're so happy. There's communication, there's sign language, there's stimulus. And when it's time to go back home, they're dull again. But we are lucky that now, why? Because we have technology. We have technology now. Now you have mobile, you have, Zoom, you have so much. We're lucky, like, compared to the older times, like they were like staying alone. There was no technology, no video chat, nothing. So I know, I understand that, maybe possibly what you can do is set up a support group with your friends, with your deaf friends. You keep having chats, talk to each other for 30 minutes, an hour, breathe, go out, walk, come back, have Zoom. I know it's not the same, but it's better than nothing, right? Something you have. Yeah. So you have to like think that if I'm feeling, that way at home, there's so much of negativity, etc. What can I do to stay positive? Then you have to really think that, let me try this, let me try that, certain things which you can try, and see what works for you. You know, have a checklist that this is working, this is not working. You have to figure that out, and maybe like have deaf friends with you, have friends with you, and keep meeting them once like every 3 months or whatever. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same here as well. Yeah, we have to, take care of each other. Should we meet here? Should we, we'll take the bus or have a video call? So yeah. So if you're feeling too stressed, then you're missing school, you want to go back there. Don't let it go. Just like find a way towards positivity. Yeah. Yeah. Go meet your friends, have an hour long Zoom meeting once a month, once in 2 months, whatever. Do a camp, go for a camp, time and again. Have people come, and you have to figure out, like, you have to find ways and, you know, take over and try that. Same in the US also, deaf people are alone. They video chat on WhatsApp or meet at different places. They'll go take a train and even meet. I know there's so many, like even technology just becomes so visual now. Yeah, the technology is really advanced, like even for the eyes. Yeah. So yeah, it has helped me to stay positive, and it's the first step which I have to take. And I do get weak sometimes, but I have to stop that weakness and you know so yeah, maybe go for walks. So self care and self responsibility, like you have to go at places, take up and manage that, have that balance. Yeah, we have to have like groups and discuss with each other, dev groups, become a part of it. And sometimes it gets very negative also, but it's important to understand what's the psychology behind all these negatives. Yeah, we have to find a way through positivity. It's difficult to express ourselves sometimes, like with this fear and anger in mind. What's the solution for that? I think just one question. Yeah, we can't have more questions. Yeah, so sorry. Thank you. Okay. That's it. But yeah, I know there are so many questions. There are a lot of people who are interested in this, and even we have a deaf therapist, and we definitely want to discuss more and more. So do you want to switch? It's going to be over soon. Yeah, Sapan can interpret. I think I had a burnout. Okay. I was just saying that there's so many people who are feeling, excited about this, having, some therapist. I know India, there's no deaf therapist, but I'm hoping that one day we can develop some sort of partnership. I know Shilpa wants to also come and visit India and support the community here. I know it's gonna happen. Good. If you have any questions or anything, maybe we can time and again have other topics related to mental health as well, hopefully. And if you all want, we can just have one more poll, and if we have more people voting in, then we can come again. Poll. Can we have the poll, please? Third poll. Yeah, poll, please. Tushar, can I have the poll? Oh, I just missed it. I think we'll just have it next time. I just want to thank Dr. Shilpa for coming in, and thank you all for joining this as well. And I definitely want to thank the four interpreters, the deaf interpreters, and the voice interpreters. Thank you so much for um, explaining this. I hope you had a good week. I hope you have a good week. Thank you. Bye.